5, and 7.4 dealt with adopting an ordinance for an amendment for our municipal budget for our fiscal year. And 7.5 was discussion and possible action of a ranking selection for our engineers, which we had already discussed. So without further ado, at 7:25, I'll call this meeting adjourned. Y'all have a good evening. Take care. God bless.
Do we need a motion?
Were we not voting on the engineers to adopt the ranking? No, I think we are voting on the engineers
We
to
are?
adopt the ranking.
Okay, in the open, okay.
And on
am I even?
And
all right.
7.4, we do need action.
7.5 then?
No, we need action on 7.4 to adopt the ordinance as discussed in executive session.
Okay.
I motion.
I was getting ready to
Yeah.
flip it all. Okay,
Yeah,
so do we have a motion?
I motion to
7.4
approve
is discussed in executive session.
Item
item
7.4
7.4 as discussed in executive
in
session.
executive session. So, okay, and then item 7.5, we are going to call them out?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so let's call them out.
Just for the record, all we're trying to do is to make sure that everyone has a starting pay wage of $12 an hour, which is what we did in our last budget, so.
All right.
We're not giving anybody else any increases. just
Excuse
making
me.
sure our starting pay is at $12.
And we'll do the vote
do the
like we
votes.
did,
Individual.
earlier?
No, it doesn't have to be roll call for this one. On 7.4.
Favor?
We did. A motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
¿Qué pasó, Mayor?
All right, 7.5, we're just waiting on the rankings from finance. So give us.
We'll present you with the scores, and if you're okay with the scores, you can rank them in that order, and then, make your motion at that time.
Our discussion.
Do we have the motion to approve, or like,
So on 7.5, you all can do a couple of things. You all can approve the ranking as tabulated by finance, and you can just select the top engineering firm from there, or you can approve multiple and approve a panel for rotational purposes. So it just depends what you all want to do
do we state that motion?
in the motion. So you can make a motion to adopt the ranking and select the top firm to conduct engineering services for the city, or you can adopt the ranking and approve the top 3 or the top 2 or whatever for rotational services for the city for engineering services.
Top three?
And how would that rotation work? Top three?
It would probably be, it's going to be in discretion of the city manager to make sure that it's evenly distributed.
Yeah, right, as long as it's evenly distributed.
Okay.
Now, let's say we only choose one. Can we still hire another?
You could, but you have to go on a per project basis, and you have to go out and solicit, whether it's an RFQ, not bids for engineering services.
how
These are
most cities-
professional services,
Most cities-
but it's just going to be by project.
Right. Because I know we've had different engineers
Right.
working for our city. and-
So I think this is more for routine services to the city. So if you all only do one, and you all wanted to consider other engineering services in the future, you can go on a project basis.
Right.
It's just up to you all.
Okay. You want to make the motion, Mayor?
Sure.
And a second.
So I
We
can
can't make
a
it yet
motion?
until we get the rankings.
Oh, okay.
So while we're waiting, maybe this is a good time for you to remind the community about
Of Thursday.
Okay, so
I'll be
yes,
out of town.
we had those of you now that we're on, excuse me, and yes, thank you, Emma. We're tomorrow, we said at 6:30, 5:30, we changed, okay, we're good at 5.
On Thursday.
Thursday at 5:30, we're gonna have a pretty much an open house meeting, here at City Hall. And, we've already invited several, constituents, several have called because of what they saw in the news. And it's basically to have input from you, from the community, because you're stakeholders. And, you guys are our eyes and ears out there. And if we need streets or lights or drainage or police or anything that you see out there that is within our means, we will do everything possible to get it out to you. So that's what the purpose of this meeting is going to be. There's going to be the survey is already online on our City of Palmview webpage. And it'll be on for 2 weeks after Thursday's meeting, so that you can, add any notes that you might, any input that you might have. And it's basically, it's us just trying to better service the city, better servicing the community, the constituents of this town. And so don't miss it on Thursday. right? And then another one too that we have in line possibly in the coming weeks is a project with Buckner and A&M in College Station. It will be a 12-week program for adolescents, and it'll be after school, and we don't have all the times and dates and all that, but it will be an after-school program, and it'll be for 12 weeks, sponsored by A&M, Giga Maggie's, and it'll be teaching kids, etiquette, teaching kids proper respect, a lot of skills, speaking skills, listening skills, a lot of skills that these kids can get at this young age. So when they get older, it'll help them get better as they go through school, and that's what the purpose of this program is. So this will be in the coming weeks here, and it'll more than likely, we haven't voted on it, we haven't approved anything yet, but we have already spoken with the people from A&M and Buckner. So that's coming here in the coming weeks as well.
Do we know what target age group?
Adolescents, they said like 3 to 7, 8 years, 9. I don't have the exact date, but they said adolescents. So adolescents is what, anything from below 12, right? 11, 12, and it'll be for the community, for the citizens of Palm Beach. So we're gonna have the meeting on the 22nd with A&M. So we'll have more information. As soon as we have that, we'll get the flyers and we'll post them out and we'll get them to our community. So yeah, if you have kids and you wanna put them out, take them out here for about a good hour and a half, and have them come out ahead with skills that most of you parents already, teach them these skills, but they can refine and hone in on them and become better citizens. Anything else for now? Okay, yes. We're ready, Rick. All right, so
Mayor, on item 7.4, was it right? No, 5.
7.5.
7.5, I'm going to read the scores for you. We have M2 Engineering at 483 at 1. Second, Izaguirre Engineering Group at 471. Third, B2Z Engineering at 470. Fourth, SAMS at 450. And fifth, S2 Engineering at 436.5.
all right. So I'm going to call it out. Right, we'll go ahead and put our number one ranker as the top engineering firm that we're going to be dealing with on a regular basis as per ranking, and then we discussed to have the following 3 rankers, subsequent rankers, which would be Zaguirre Engineering, along with B2Z and SEMS Engineering on on a rotation basis as needed.
So
So you want to do a rotation basis?
you want to approve, how many do you all want to approve? The top 3? The top 4?
Top, top 4.
Okay.
It'll be 4. I said 3, but 4.
So-
1, or what do you all think?
See, the main engineer and then
And
So
3.
the next 3?
Okay, but I was thinking just select them 2 engineering as our city
Lead.
engineer, our leading engineer, and the rest, we can
On a rotation?
hire, well, not on a rotation-based project,
As needed.
as needed.
Yeah,
project.
well, yeah, exactly. And when I say rotation, we're gonna go to, well,
See-
okay, who's next? And then who's next?
But I
And who's
foresee
next?
problems with that because it's gonna be more work for you, Mike, and it's just,
I think, yeah, you're good on having our main engineer who we communicate
That's the-
regularly, and then as needed, or per project comes
Per
up.
project.
Yeah.
Specialty services.
So do we have to approve?
You can just approve the ranking and work with the first one as the main city engineer.
Okay,
I'm gonna make a motion to approve M2 Engineering as our lead, and that's it. Just a single
so
engineer.
so if okay, we'll do that then.
And then that means that if you need,
We're doing it now. I mean, we've had a city engineer and we
Because
hired.
and the reason that we kind of, and it's good that we talk about it, reason.
I don't know if it's good to have two.
Well, I would say in case something comes down the road, and, and not to say that M2 can't, right? But sometimes, we don't want to go through another 3 months going through the bid process or the rank, not the bid, but the ranking to bring someone else in. That's my thing. I would like to have somebody as a backup, you know, one or two engineering firms to, hey, something else is going on. Because here in the next 2 years, this town is gonna grow. Or could we get them through our top ranker?
So so we don't make this very complicated, okay? You have before you rankings, all right? It's just a matter of choosing. You're approving the first one and that's it, or you're approving 2, or you're approving 3, or you're approving 4.
The way you're saying it.
And so if you're approving more than one, it means you're working with multiple engineers as your city engineer. You're gonna be rotating them.
Okay, then we'll
There's no main one.
see, okay. So then we had a motion for one.
For one.
Okay, I'm gonna, okay, anybody second on the one? Okay, then we're thinking what, 3? Okay, wait, so then the motion's gonna.
So if there's
or
no
could you
second on the
recommend
motion-
3, 1 and 2 backups, and then I'll back that second.
Okay.
I'll second. The
M2.
second and third ranker.
I so move to approve M2Z as our lead engineer, B2Z and executive engineering group.
Okay, I'll second the motion.
And so just for clarification purposes, you have a lead and you have 2 backups.
Correct.
So you're not doing rotation.
No
Correct.
rotation, just
There you
backup.
go, okay. That,
That
and
sounds
excuse, I said rotation, but
Sure.
backup sounds
Okay.
better.
All
All
right.
right.
So that's the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Questions? Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Motion carries. And item 7.4, we already took
You
care of
already
that.
did?
Yeah.
Now we can adjourn.
7.5.
Now we're done.
All right, 7:37, I apologize. Meeting is adjourned. Y'all have a great day. Thank you, great evening. Thank you, great rest of your week.